All right, you can downgrade a certain coaster. Folks, we've got the story here. It's out of loudersound.com. Aerosmith has been removed from Rock and Roller Coaster at Disney World and will be replaced by the Muppets. Now, we all knew, of course, that was going to happen, but the way in which it is happening makes us think this might not be such an amazing thing. This is by Steph Losh. I don't know. Aerosmith have been the stars of Disney's Rock and Roller Coaster since 1999. Says, it goes on to talk about, you all know the pre-show. You've been there before, right? You know Aerosmith introduces you to the ride. Well, guess what? Yeah, I get that one. It says, before the release of One More Time, Aerosmith hadn't released any new music since 2012's Music from Another Dimension, yada, yada, yada. But it goes on to talk about how this attraction now, they've boarded up the entrance where you see the band talk about the stuff. They've boarded it up. And if we go to Disney Parks blog, they told us this was going to happen, but we kind of sort of thought that they were going to close the ride and reopen it. We kind of sort of thought that this was going to be a significant, makeover, do-over, repainting. Nah. Guys, it's looking like they're going to board up, which they have, the pre-show, put the new stuff in the back, unboard it up when they're ready, and just keep the ride rolling the whole time, a la what they did with Jungle Cruise. I'm thinking that those who thought they were going to put a lot of effort and money into this might want to rethink this one. Vash, what are you hearing?
Well, I think Scott Gustin responding to some people who were very critical of this move to cover the band the way they did and remove this very essential portion of this pre-show. Obviously, its real connection to Aerosmith in this way. The degradation of this attraction in the way that it's occurred right now. Scott Gustin talking about it, how they were trying to minimize downtime, Disney that being, for this overlay. And look, it from an operations standpoint, it kind of makes sense, right? Because that park, it requires attractions like this, headliners like this. So to minimize downtime with any of your attractions is probably probably most important.
Vash, I'm in favor of that. But the thing is, I think most people, not us, of course, but most people assumed they were going to do enough work on it that wouldn't be possible.
Right. Yeah, from a quality standpoint, right? This is not what you want. Look at the Jungle Cruise reimagining, if you will, as a comparison to what Walt Disney World has done in the past in order to maintain these attractions, maintain this capacity, this uptime, and minimize downtime and minimize impact on the regular paying guests. Obviously, when the Jungle Cruise opened officially after that whole process, it still left a lot to be desired. I think the temple was falling and crumbling still, and there were a lot of issues with that attraction right there. And again, it was a very cost-effective overlay or redo of that iconic attraction. So when it comes to something like this, where you have huge, large-scale sets, where you have marquees, where you have big things and props and so forth to set up the story, I think a lot of people were anticipating, this is going to be a really for real reimagining of this attraction that will very much incorporate the Muppets and be done with some quality. But the fact that they are doing this suggests that that's not what they're going to do. They're going to maximize the operations potential in maintaining this attraction for as long as they can and minimize downtime, which means
Well, I'll tell you this, as you're listening to your holiday music there, I love Rock and Roller Coaster with Aerosmith. I was one of the first individuals, not part of the team that built it, to get to ride it. And, back then they had the audio cranked up so loud it was crazy. Guest surveys would have them lower it down later. I think now that probably what we can expect out of this do-over is going to be the Muppets in the pre-show. And I bet overnight they're going to paint one train at a time.
Yes.
And then I don't know that we get any changes in terms of during the show. You'll get so they'll replace the video of Aerosmith at the end. And by the way, I despise the way they did this, where they show them. Anyway, I won't talk about it. Sorry, Kermit. Sorry, Scooter. But they, even Jim Henson, when he was on with Arsenio, now I can't go into this detail. Even he hit it. But they'll replace the post-show video. And I think that's it. I think this is going to be the cheapest Muppets overlay you've ever seen.
Yep.
I agree.
You hit the hammer on the nail. They're going to overnight this thing. You're going to go one day to the park, and the next day you're going to go and you're going to say, "Oh my gosh, their Muppets are here in the ride." But now, thank you for taking away a family attraction. It's no longer a family attraction. This is only a ride for people that like roller coasters and can do them. It's no longer for kids of a certain height. It's no longer for people with disabilities that can't get on a roller coaster. It's just like, here you go. Easy peasy mac and cheesy, right?
That's a fantastic point. The Muppets can't be seen unless you have a height requirement. Go ahead, Marvin.
Correct.
It also, like I said, it blocks out certain people from the attraction, but it's also you're trading the classic Muppets, Jim Henson, Richard Hunt, Jerry Nelson, all of those guys who have since passed on, for Matt Vogel to be like, "Oh, hi ho, everyone, Kermit the Frog here."
What is your problem, Marvin? You do not like the frog?
Come, Miss Pig.
For those of you who don't understand, both Pro and Marvin do fantastic Kermit the Frog impressions that they've chosen not to do in order
Thank you, Mr. Jonas. We really appreciate that. You're a friend to amphibians everywhere.
Hello, I am Kermit. Yay!
Who's doing the voice of Kermit over at the theater for Dollywood Nights? Because he's performing there.
I think it's the same. I think it's still Matt Vogel.
Sounds terrible. It sounds terrible.
Yeah. It is a vocal track of Matt Vogel, who is the current voice of Kermit. He is also currently ruining Big Bird over on Sesame Street.
It's offensive, and it's
hi,
really disturbing.
I'm Big Bird.
Oh.
Actually, I tried to do it badly, and that was better than he does.
Yeah, it was actually a better job.
I apologize. I didn't mean to get that close to Carol spinning. Go ahead, Culture.
Officially, just you guys are getting way too excited for Scooter plus a penguin. I don't know. I don't know why you're so positive about what this attraction is going to become.
No, it's going to be.
I'm not. Culture, where did you read positivity in this?
It's going to be cheap.
Yeah.
It's going to be slopped together overnight, just like Pro called it. I guarantee you're going to go the next day and everything's going to be there. You'll see the entrance right here. They're going to put a couple of things overnight over there too.
I kind of doubt they do I doubt they do the guitar the way it's shown here. I really do at this point.
I think it's a matter of, compared to Cranky Casino, our hatred of this is actually coming across as positive.
We love our Cranky Casino though. He is a bundle of joy. You be nice to Cranky, okay? At least he's no Matt Vogel.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.